Well, let's get back to the exchange. Temple is ready to talk to us. Hello, Temple.
Hello, Chimaze. Good afternoon.
So tell me, is the market still in the green or has it changed?
Well, like traders told me earlier, they said they're tired of being in the south. They want to just head to the north right now.
Sure.
And, well, looks like luck is on their side. Because as we speak, the market is in green, although being fragile because the major movers in the market are just the banking names. Those are the major picks right now, and you know how it is with the banking sector. It can be very, very liquid. In spite of that, you have the fragility around it. It's volatile. Any major move on any major stock in the market, in the bellwethers basically, can actually affect the gains that the banks may have recorded. So right now we're doing 0.18% upwards, and of course you've got FBN Holdings doing 2.44% of these, UBA doing positive of 3.4%. You got Zenith Bank as well, helping to keep the momentum going at 1.23%. Other financial services you have, of course, Unity Bank under the banking stocks, which is up 9.41%. You have a few of the insurance names like Prestige Insurance at 9.62% right now. Generally, if you look at what we have on the premium board, for the banking names on the premium board, they're currently doing good. In terms of the losers that we have in the market, we've got Standard Insurance as well as Universal Insurance. These two key stocks are doing almost 10% each in terms of losses in the market. So with what we are saying in the banking names, the banking sector currently up 0.45%, which explains the reason why I said this is a bit of a fragile sentiment in the market, or fragile growth in the key benchmark index. The industrial sector is relatively flat, marginally at 0.01% positive, but ditto for the consumer goods sector. But for the oil and gas, it is currently flat. Right now, we haven't really seen any major movement in the oil and gas sector. In terms of the most active stock in the market, you've got Skybank, dropping by 3%, and over 17 million units of shares have now been traded on it. It also accounts for 51% of all of the trades that we've seen in the market, which, of course, has declined in terms of value by 13%, but in terms of volume, we're doing a positive of 51%. Chimaze.
Now, one company that actually caught my attention at intraday was Kutix, as a small packaging company, and that company seems to be investors' toast today, gaining 2.50% at intraday. What's driving that sentiment towards that stock?
Yeah, so Kutix, like you said, has got a 5% dividend yield and an interim dividend of 20 kobo, as well as a bonus of 1-for-1. And the payment date is, I think it's November 6th of 2018. So I think investors are currently just taking position ahead of the payment date. You've got the qualification period to be October 12th, October the 12th of 2018, and of course it was declared in July. Those are the details that we know about. So this is a company that some time ago when I spoke to the chairman, the founder rather, talked about the fact that corporate governance is a major driver in the system. He's totally hands off the business, which is located in Nnewi, southeast Nigeria. You know, they make cables, they're into wires and other related materials in the market. Trading opening at 4 naira today. It's currently doing 4 naira 10 kobo. So with the fact that you have increasing stake of the new owners of the company, I think the corporate governance that we've seen, the level of corporate governance that we've currently seen in that company, is one of the key reasons why that is driving the sentiment on that company. But primarily, it is because you're going to be having a dividend payout of 20 kobo. You also have a 1-for-1 kind of bonus on it. So ahead of November and ahead of October, when the AGM will be taking place, investors are just taking position ahead of all of that. Chimaze.
Thank you very much, Temple, for those updates.